All right, what's good, YouTube? Jay here. So we are back on more Empire War, Awakening of the Rebellion. They just canceled production on one of the two belators that they had building up, which is interesting. I wonder why. But in any case, we've got fleets kind of all over the place right now. Scarif was initially going to be one of my targets for attack, but they put a goal in 2 here, which on paper, I think we could actually win if we fight well enough. I mean, they don't really have too many other ships over here. All their ships are committed up here, and then they all got subsequently, well, pushed back, to be honest. So I'm thinking we might just go ahead and commit the forces to it, honestly, and try and see if we could take out the orbiting station here. Now, this will bring in a relatively large fleet that we'll have to keep in mind. If we can goad their forces out, maybe we can strike it appropriately. And then we'll basically be free to attack Rothana, and then these guys down here will be kind of cleared up. They haven't done much, so I'm not too worried about them at the moment. Our forces over at Bothawui, I think, are pretty well defended with this orbital station here. I want to strike Scarif quickly, though. So let's just do this now. The Empire just took Jeddah, apparently. Good to know. Let's see. Well, with the power generator here, we can also build an ion cannon now, too. Good to know. And then we've also got to keep in mind the Hapes Consortium. And then there are some people over here at Contrum from the Black Sun. We got a couple of different areas of war to kind of focus on today. So let's think about this. How are we going to handle this situation? Garlos is a bit exposed. Pol or Zanbar is also another target we can attack. We've got the ships to do it, I think. We are definitely in need of more Mon Calamari Star Cruisers and just heavier vehicles in general. Let's see, how do we want to approach this? Ring of Caffrine is a place we could attack. We could attack Kenyan. I think we do have a pretty sizable fleet capable of taking them on. Let's move Wedge up here really quick.
Construction complete.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna launch an attack on Scarif really quick.
Tactical battle imminent.
After this battle at Contrum. We'll do Scarif after we do this battle at Contrum. Let's take care of this first. Today's video is gonna be kind of short. I got a bunch of stuff I gotta get done today. But I wanted to make sure we at least had a video for Wednesday, since I know I'm a bit behind on stuff right now. And what do we got going on here?
Choose your reinforcements.
Now, this is the main reason why I do not. Oh my God, they put Crix in the front. Good Lord, man. Let's we might send Crix to Garmbit Obelisk's fleet, to be honest, because being this close up with somebody like him is no bueno. We could go ahead and just send everybody forward, to be honest. I think we also do have a bunch of new Dornian gunships as well, supporting the fleet. And honestly, I think I'm going to keep them back, or they're just going to retreat. That works too. We have more gunships in the fleet now to kind of support us a little bit. I'm going to send him to Iblis's fleet, just because I think he needs the support more than Akbar's force currently. So let's see, we're gonna move you here, and then we're gonna move you over to Polis. I have somebody on their way over here. He's removing corruption. Their fleet isn't that strong, to be honest. We can easily take this planet, I think. The Carillion battle cruiser is a bit of a, you know, it's a bit of a, it's a hard thing to consider. We do have 3 H-wing squadrons here. We have a bunch of gunships to kind of support us. Against all the anti-fighter, we've also got another one over here we're going to send over. And then I guess we could go ahead and launch our attack on Scarif. We've got an extra Dreadnought cruiser here too for our forces at Scipio. Let's see. Okay. So Scarif base. Had a very infamous moment in Rogue One. It was a great film again, by the way.
Squadron reporting.
Looks like we've got plenty of orbital defenses here too at Bothawui. So we've got this. I don't know how it's going to affect the overall layout. Hopefully this will take place of one of these, so these two are next to each other. But it will supply us with extra Dornian gunships, more starfighter squadrons, and that's kind of it. It isn't that great of a station overall, but it's only one of the other few options we could build. And then we could also build the XQ3s, which are kind of mid. Okay, we'll leave it at that for now. I don't know if we can actually build like the Emperor's classes anymore, which are I think the biggest variant of Rebel Station that we can construct. I remember there used to be like an XQ3 Wait, is that the new XQ3? I don't know. Last time I played ALTR was probably well over a year ago. And it's right on top of the station. Okay. This is going to be interesting. That's a Star Destroyer. Okay, that makes things a little bit harder. Maybe we can go, but you know what though? If this is where the fleet is spawning in, maybe we can go them away.
We're going in.
This is a tough one. This is going to be a tough nut to crack. That Star Destroyer is a game changer, completely.
En route.
Okay.
All engines to
Jack.
full, we're moving out.
Oh, well, would you look at that?
Order received.
Abandoned comms relay.
Navigating.
This is a tough one.
Confirm.
The sheer volume of Imperial starships is a little crazy.
The enemy.
Oh, I see. So this is what they're dealing with. This isn't that strong of a force. To be honest, a fleet of frigates would be more deadly than this junk that they've got here.
Reinforcements on
So the Dornian Gunsters are going to play a huge role in this. Play with the CR-90s. And then we'll kind of hold off a little bit and try to bring in
Gunboat here, sir. Advancing.
the H-Wings. Let's see.
Awaiting your
Well,
orders.
maybe we can go ahead and intercept that Imperial force really quick.
Orders.
We're standing by.
Let's go this way. Maybe we can break off and intercept that Imperial force quickly. Let's bring in the H-Wings now.
en route. Reinforcements en route.
And then we could bring in Juno because she offers a combat bonus for all fighters and bombers by commanding the Salvation 2.
I'm on my way.
She'll kind of just stick back with a little Vanguard squadron.
Ready to melt some snowflakes, sir. Vectoring now.
Push down here. Wait, are the Imperials pushing us?
Y-Wing squadron reporting.
That's interesting.
I should be there any moment now. Roger that. Y-Wing standing by.
Okay, Juno, you're gonna kind of just rotate around here.
You might be able to demoralize the rest.
Form up.
Let's move over here a little bit. Looks like the Imperials are just kind of playing the waiting game right now.
Captain Eclipse, nearby.
Okay.
If you could identify and eliminate...
Y-Wing, stay with the center of the fleet really quick. It looks like their Star Destroyer is rotating towards us. If we can just goad their forces into an all-out
Waiting
attack.
orders. Acknowledged.
Now, this is going to be a bit risky.
My onboard tactical computer suggests that this is the best time to
Copy.
attack.
I don't know if that's true, Proxy. Let's, wait a minute. Send the fighters forward a little bit.
Choose your reinforcements.
I'm try to bait them out, maybe.
Copy. Reporting.
Are these guys on a ship that they could... It'd be dope if the Walthans had, like, a stealth ship they could use in space.
Yes, Commander. Heading out. Command received.
There's a Star Destroyer.
I'm picking up a lot of comlink chatter.
Let's hold here for a hot second. Juno, you're going to position yourself right on this side of the force.
Ready.
Yeah, this is not a really strong fleet, to be
Just
honest.
some panic transmissions.
Copy that.
Okay. Let's see, maybe we can goad it into moving forward towards us. So far, it's not doing a whole lot.
Orders, sir.
There we go.
Gunboat here,
Perfect.
sir. Positioning.
Any sign of the
Good,
target?
very good.
Eclipse to Star Killer.
We outnumber them 3-1 too, so if we concentrate the entirety of the fleet on this,
I'll see what I can do from here.
let's hit some of these batteries.
Weapons armed.
Let's go forward.
Just some panic transmissions.
Concentrate all fire on that Star Destroyer.
Charge up the beam cannon and wet our names on the hull.
Your orders?
Yeah, but the fighters haven't engaged us yet, and our fighters are kind of running into the belt over here. Iron cannons go free.
Roger.
on.
Right away.
There we go.
Activating weapons.
There we go.
I'm on my way.
There we go.
Roger that.
Continue to provide escort. Take out the tractor beam cannon too, just in case.
Form up.
Jamming sensors.
Moving
Here come the
out.
enemy starfighters. Let's move you over here.
Waiting orders. Heading out.
Rotate around over here. Starfighters prepare to engage ties.
Targeting systems active. Target in sight.
There we go.
Eclipse to Star Killer.
The fleet's gonna pummel that Star Destroyer really quick. We're gonna rotate around over here and just keep our distance for the time being.
Choose your reinforcements.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. We're pummeling that Star Destroyer.
If you could identify and eliminate the leader of each group.
The rest of the fleet's holding up over here, but we don't want to stay in range of that Star Destroyer. Let's send the Z-95s after some of these bombers that are coming in. I don't think we have a control group 4. No, we don't. Okay. Good shots, everybody. H-wings, move back. Okay. Z-95s are doing the damage you need them to do.
Copy that.
Okay, circle back around this way. No point in engaging those Imperials yet. Let's kind of regroup for a hot second and reposition. The Arquidens is going to back off a bit. We're going to rotate around and try not to face the full side of this Golan.
Excellent.
So let's push to the left a little bit.
Orders, sir. Gunboat here, sir. Let's go.
Choose your reinforcements.
We've still got plenty of spare Z-95s to kind of play around with, so this is good. This is really good. Honestly, we got blessed with that fleet position, or with that fleet composition. One Star Destroyer is significantly less of a threat
Eclipse to
than
Starkiller.
multiple like frigates, in my opinion.
Your orders?
Because once we zero down in on it, there's really not much you can do, especially with the raw firepower that we kind of got within this fleet.
Choose your reinforcements.
Go ahead and deal with these orbital defenses next. We want to stay away from that Golan as much as possible. What are the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Navigating through. We're standing by.
If you could identify
Oh,
and eliminate the leader of
Jesus.
each group, we might be able to
The Tides are gonna go into that field
This way.
and die. Looks like they're sitting there.
Over there.
What are they? Okay, whatever.
Advancing.
Stay this way.
Acknowledged. Heading out.
Okay, looks like they're heading for Shack.
Snowflakes, sir. Orders confirmed.
Form on. Jamming sensors. Attacking.
Deal with these bombers.
Positioning. Fire. Setting course. Open fire.
Okay, pull back. Pull back, pull back.
Right.
I don't know what in the hell Shack was doing.
Awaiting orders.
Deal with the rest of these escorts.
Try finding us now.
Attack that
Let's deal with this Arquidens. We can chase it down with what forces we've got right now. Nice, good shots. All right, rotate around to this side. I don't know what in the heck Shack was doing. Those missiles aren't going to connect. Jesus, man. He was literally about to rotate towards the enemy, like star, like fleet.
Copy.
Let's keep rotating this way. We'll just play the game. We'll just play this game like
If
this.
you could identify and eliminate the leader of each group, you
Hey,
might be able
Juno,
to
you position
survive.
yourself over there. Hold position. Okay, this assault missile launcher could be a problem, but this base by itself is not a problem. We've pretty much eliminated all of their escorts. This structure is
Will there be coffee when we arrive?
debatable.
We'll get there. Crews ready.
All right, let's just keep moving.
Heading out.
But that orbital defensive like base is going to have a lot of anti-starfighters, so that's one thing to keep in mind. But I think we're going to be able to squeeze right past.
We'll get there, sir.
All right, you hold here.
Reporting in.
Dreadnought's going to hold here for a second.
Have you seen this ship?
Copy.
High fighters are moving into position.
All out. Orders, sir. Gunboat here.
Start moving
sir.
up.
Yes, sir.
Weapons armed. Jamming sensors.
Okay, jammers are off.
Let's move out. Let's go. Attacking.
We'll deal with the ties in this region.
Oh, we'll give them hell.
Bombers, you are free to move in.
Orders. I've got him lined up.
Try finding us.
Z-95s are getting ripped apart right now.
At will.
Ready.
I've been hit.
More ties are launching.
We're ready to serve.
Okay, the rocket launchers from this are a problem. That's why I'm really concerned about them.
Liberation standing by. Let's knock out those missile launchers.
At your command.
You're gonna rotate away.
Armed and ready. All power to the engine.
Just some
Juno, I'm gonna move you up slightly.
Form on. attack range.
Y-wings of the bombers are getting ripped apart right now.
Try and draw their fire.
They circle around and deal with these rocket launchers.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders. Copy.
Ready to melt some
There we go.
snowflakes,
Shields are
sir.
down.
I copy. Reporting.
We got fighters inbound.
Operation standing by.
Yes, Commander.
Have you seen this ship? Focus the guns on those torpedo launchers.
Let's deal with these launchers right here.
Choose your reinforcements.
Ready.
Take care of this.
Jamming sensors.
Launch all fighters. Prepare for combat. Yes, sir.
Hey, Juno, keep committing to damage on this.
Must be destroyed. Copy that.
Bombers, deal with these laser cannons, maybe?
Choose your reinforcements.
Eclipse to Star Killer.
Okay, this structure's about to collapse at any moment.
Good. Your signal
24% left in the hull. Good shots, everybody. There we go. Golan destroyed.
Are you alright?
Let's get concentrated fire on the station. Alright, they're on retreat. We could have did that slightly even better, I think, but that's a start. Scarif has fallen. At least the orbit of it has, anyway. And that gets us one step closer to Rothana. Maybe we now could focus on some of the other Imperial forces. It's just like having only that one Star Destroyer made a huge difference for this battle. If they had more, we would have been in huge trouble. They only called in a select number of units, so... Which is entirely not their fault. I mean, the game is completely RNG when it comes to that kind of stuff. We've got more starfighters in production over here too, which is good. And we just need to allocate forces to capture the land here. Okay. More than willing to fork over our defenses at Dressel
Transmission received.
for the sake of capturing land on this planet. Let's see, what do they even have here? They've got a starfighter base, which is problematic in its own way. They don't have any ships, though. We might be able to leave like a small little vanguard force here, assisting with this, and then rotate the rest of the fleet back to Baltimore, so we're not completely defenseless in that region. We'll rotate this ship over here. Then we'll start production on... What do we really need for this fleet right now? We don't need more smaller ships like this. We are desperately in need of new capital ships to kind of help defend this area, to be completely honest. And then Terapon. Terapon is also another planet we got to keep into consideration too. Let's rotate over to Terapon.
Setting
I
course.
don't think our ground troops will really be in any danger. Then we've got plenty of forces over here, and it looks like they've lightened up the defenses a tiny bit. Kriegs has not arrived yet, so that's something to keep in consideration.
C-95 standing by.
The rest of our troops are here, though.
Complete.
Almost.
Reporting.
They built a new Z-95, or a new Z-95. They built a new Victory class at Cauthless.
Coordinates received.
Okay.
Tactical battle imminent.
Terapon. I was like, wait, what's happening right now? But all right. Terapon. We need to take the orbit of this planet once again, unfortunately. I don't think they would have built up a new station that quickly, considering we just destroyed it. I swear I put one of the ships in the... Whatever. It doesn't matter. They don't have much going for them right now.
Beware of traps.
Shoot.
Setting
Those
course.
Purgles have entered our space again.
Gunboat
I
here.
hope these
Sir.
guys retreat ASAP.
Weapons armed.
Ready.
Your orders?
We're gonna need to cut through this field quickly.
There they are. Roger.
Standing by.
Let's send all of our starfighters after them quickly.
Yes.
Roger that. Targeting. This way.
Home one.
These guys don't stand a chance right now.
Form up.
I am with you.
Awaiting orders.
We
Firing.
want to deal with these guys quickly and not lose our gunships in the process.
For duty.
Standing by.
Beware of traps.
I copy.
I am ready for your
Reporting.
orders.
Targeting.
Whatever we do not lose the Dornians. We need those.
Over there. Got them on the run.
Okay, they're retreating now.
Targeting system.
These will be free kills.
Target in sight.
Nice. Okay, cool. I didn't want to engage those purgles. Those things are a problem. Okay, sail fighter squadrons, might hills, nothing crazy. Let's see. Okay. What's happening here? They've completely reduced the number of ships they've had here. I don't understand why. It's a trap, as they say. Okay. Additional reinforcements are en route. Can this do a bombardment from orbit? It cannot. Okay. Imperials are trade ships here. The insult to that's just insult to injury. Cancel production of their special unit once again. I don't mean to keep doing all the pausing, but we're in a weird swing of momentum right now. And it looks like they're prepping for an attack on either the wheel or Roche. So we got to make our decisions here quickly. Let's move this ground force to Terapon. Pause again. I only pause so I can get my bearings, so you know. Move the corruption here, and then we need to deal with this, which I think we have the firepower to deal with, honestly. This fleet is desperately needed more like frigates and stuff, that's for certain. But the Empire doesn't really have any real weight in this area. We've got a relatively sizable force over here, in addition to the orbital defenses and the capital ship that we're already producing. I feel like a commander right now. Let's see. I said this was going to be a short episode, but I don't know if it's looking like that anymore. I want to take my chance to launch an attack on Zampor. The rest of the troops have arrived at Terapon, so we've got a good ground force prepped and ready for the assault over there. And then once we finally get some stabilization, we'll build more ground troops and stuff too. Maybe that's what our next set of money will be focused on. We've got the Carillion battlecruiser. Okay. All right, Garm, bring in your hefty force of dreadnought cruisers. We're gonna need all of these Nordic gunships. The sheer number of fighters we're gonna have is gonna be obnoxious. U-wings to keep everything alive. Bomber squadron's kind of in the back. I think we'll bring in cricks for the rear guard. Does he'll give a bonus to all of our frigates? Well, this is a cruiser, so does that count?
Gargantuan ready. Moving ahead.
Okay, Garm, you get behind the fleet. Okay. Let's see how this goes. We got plenty of fighters. I don't think dealing with their fighters is going to be a huge, colossal problem, but they do have a large number of anti-fighter units in the Black Sun roster. That being said, though, our ability to deal with the large capital ships is pretty much unquestionable. The sheer number of bombers we got on top of this being so many dreadnought cruisers, pretty much, you know, I have faith. Let's move into position.
Orders, sir.
Bell Iblis here. Cruiser here.
Let's line up like right around here. Gotta get everybody in position. I want Crix and Garm to stay at the back of the fleet as much as possible.
Gunboat here, sir.
Like I said, our combat, our proficiency in this battle is going to come strictly from our starfighter wings. We've got plenty of bombers to deal damage. We've got plenty of escorts to provide them with cover. They're going to have plenty of anti-fighters units, which is why we have the dreadnought cruisers. They're pretty good at dealing with the smaller ships.
Heading out.
Move forward a little bit more. You two are moving a little too fast for my liking. Okay. We'll call it a T-Wing squadron too while we're at it. Yeah, you guys are gonna chill right here.
Waiting orders. The enemy is approaching.
See if we can goad some fire out of them.
Setting course.
Try finding
Right
us
away.
now.
Doesn't look like they have much in terms of escorts. Lots of smaller ships. It looks like they're moving. They're taking the bait. Excellent. Bombers, you just kind of hang back a little bit.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Oh, that's not as threatening as I thought it would be.
Yes, Commander. Targeting enemy.
There we go. We are losing quite a few of the Z-95s, so that's okay. Look at the sheer number of escorts they have, man. Let's concentrate all fire on this.
Cruiser ready for combat. Training weapons on target.
Attack! Fire!
To deal with the anxieties.
Copy that. Heading out.
And pull back up a tiny bit. This is a little tough. How do we want to handle this? Activate brick up ability really quick.
Fall out. Jamming sensors. Let's move out. Gunboat here, sir. Let's go.
Hey, bombers, you are free. Okay, bombers, I want you to move in and just decimate this Corellian destroyer. Hit one of these hard points and try to deal as much damage as humanly possible. This is one of our spawned-in dreadnoughts, so I'm not too concerned about losing it because we'll just get it back.
Open fire.
The fighters are able to deal with a lot of these guys too. That destroyer's not much of a problem, honestly.
Attacking target. Try finding us now. Fire and
With these, they fully just cracked the destroyer. Or a dreadnought cruiser, but that's okay.
Choose your reinforcements.
That's another ship down. Perfect. Let's have the rest of the fleet focus on the escorts. I think I'll let the bombers do their thing. Aim for the engines too while we're at it.
form up. Enemies in attack range. Got them on the run.
Come on, come on.
Awaiting orders.
Tom bombs away. Excellent. Good shot. I think we might have lost a Dornian gunship. I'm not certain, but we'll see. Another station destroyed, though, for the rebellion. Good stuff. Yeah, we destroyed their crusaders too, so that's another set of escorts that they're gonna lose too. Got a little bit of money out of it. And Zampor was pretty much our primary access point into Mandalorian's face. And now we've got what? Terapon and Scarif? Let's hit Terapon. Got plenty of forces to take this planet with, and they have plenty of forces on the defense. Gotta keep that in mind. This is at 40%, which is good. We're just keeping up the momentum right now. If we can somehow sweep through these territories and just make waves, you know, we'd be in such a good spot. I'm still trying to calculate the Mothma path. So I'm thinking, Regesso Lock, maybe Christophsis. So we'll cut through Bing, 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 get over here. And then we'd only need to crack Aretas. And then we need to get through Manon and Zeltro. So it's still it's a tricky path. We should probably move Mothma over here, to be honest. But we'll play that by ear. Let's do this battle at Terapon. Get it out the way. So the Empire did like completely cancel production of one of their bladers. Lots of starfighter units too, or speeders, or whatever the heck you call these things.
Choose your reinforcements.
I'm going in.
Tanks are going to play such a pivotal role in this battle.
We've secured a build pad.
Rocket troops and Montclair troops. Let's get this all settled in the way.
Yes, I'm here, sir. Cannons charged. Attack tank copies. Ready.
Get everybody grouped up.
Ready for command. All lights to
Construction
green.
complete.
Ready. Affirmative. Cannons charged.
Hey.
Attack tank copies.
Lots of stuff that can fly, I'll tell you that much, man.
Ready to deliver.
They did not shy out on flying units.
Ready for command.
These will be the bulk of their forces. We'll build some anti-aircraft turrets around to kind of hopefully cover us a little bit. Oh, they're pathetic. Okay. To be honest, we've dealt with these things before, but I never got a real like understanding of how powerful they were as units.
Turret constructing.
With that being said, I'm not impressed in any way, shape, or form now. We should be good.
Right away.
Get our forces in the woods over here. And we'll just kind of play a defensive like
Construction complete.
spot.
All lights are green.
Anti-air turrets are built. Let's hit the water.
Hover tank ready.
Okay. We'll move with like a group of 4 tanks right here.
Where we headed, sir? We will fight until if we must. All lights
Then we'll
agreed.
circle around.
Attack tank copies. Ready for command.
This group should be able to hold this position here nice and easily.
Lights are green. All
We'll move our
lights
tanks up a bit.
stand clear.
There we go. You can actually damage the base completely on the outside right here.
Attack position.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. We have plenty of iron cannon weaponry here.
Gold Squadron commencing
All
attack.
lights are green. Attack tank copies.
Computers locked on target.
All
Shit.
lights green.
Let's go them back towards the turrets. Move it. You didn't even destroy the base. There we go. Yeah, I'm aware. We're just gonna keep baiting them back towards our main fortifications over here. And the AA should be able to help deal with some of them. Concentrate fire on that tank. Don't let it chase us down. That's it. And these guys are gonna funnel right into us just as planned. Perfect.
Ready for battle, sir. Hover tank is ready for action.
We're gonna take our heavily damaged ones and just kind of push them out of the battle. They're way too beat up now. That did put a dent in their forces. Okay. AA should be able to take care of that. Excellent. We'll regroup Group 1 and Group 4 together and kind of just maneuver them around a little bit.
Yes, Commander.
Infantry on the front. We've only got 3 speeders left, but they do have a nice little fortification. Let's see. Hug the water once again. They can also hug the water too, but
Yes, sir.
this is Empire War AI we're dealing with at the end of the day. The only reason they'll follow out into the water is if they're chasing us. They won't use it as a defensive route like we will. Kill that turret. Troops move forward. Let's capture this landing zone. Tanks up the outer
Bombardment
layer.
available.
Ready to deliver.
Yeah, these guys are all toast pretty much.
Here to serve, sir.
There's a building pad over here. We'll make a repair facility. Oh, we can't do that. We don't have enough money. Never mind. I was gonna say we can make a repair facility. I'm also just checking what time it is. Oh yeah, it's 6 o'clock. I gotta get out of here in a minute. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately. I have just stuff I gotta do. Unfortunately, this is that we won't be able to get to the other battle I wanted to do today as Scarif.
Our people.
Move these troops in position over here and capture this landing zone. This area looks pretty light now that we've kind of knocked everything down a peg. And to be honest, I don't think we'll need anti-air turrets anymore.
We've lost a build pad.
We'll wait for our bombing run to kind of come in though. Play around with that and our orbital bombardment.
Build pad.
But we're in a good spot. I just wish we had a little bit more insight on the map. Next time I'll bring in one of these guys to kind of scout around, because infantry didn't really play a huge role in this, other than just kind of playing as a distraction for the tanks, I guess. But okay, bombing run should be up in about another 20 seconds. Once that is up, we will march forward. We'll start off with the orbital bombardment to kind of soften them up a little bit, and then we'll call on the bombing run literally right after we call on the orbital bombardment. All right,
Available.
let's move forward. Jesus.
Bombardment.
Bombers at the ready. Computers locked
Let's back
on
up a
target.
bit.
Where we headed, sir?
Target's locked.
Come on, bombardment. We need you. Here we go. We're pushing. Go, go, go. There we go.
Main cannon charged. Close on target. Copy.
Take those units out.
Ready to deliver. Taking the where am I needed? Copy. Head to that target. Command. All lights are green.
Come on, circle it around.
Main cannons charged.
Speeders destroyed. Their units are getting aggressive now. She's using the water to attack. Interesting. Maybe I was wrong. What even is this? A famous speeder. The famous speeder is used by the Hades Consortium to scout out and take out light or infantry and light vehicles. He's shooting at speed allowed to retreat if necessary, but it's rather frail, forcing users to quickly decide if they want to fight or run. Okay. Infantry forces behind us. Wipe them out. Yeah, their speeders are getting desperate now. We might be able to move the rest of our tanks into position. You get down here, or actually you can control the water, to be honest. Okay, that last turret should be gone also. Destroy this. Back up a bit. Make sure we need you on the front. There's a turret over here dealing some serious damage. Let's deal with these guys. It's a lot of infantry. You move over here. Men, push! Not falter against these Hapens. There we go. We've got them on the defensive. I still don't feel like we're gaining any momentum though, so let's start moving in a little bit more. Rockets fire away. Nice. There we go. Get active. Let's chase down what's left of them. These should be able to help against these guys, right?
Main cannons charged, taking
These tanks are damaged, but they're still capable of shooting at something like infantry.
attack tank copies. Ready to deliver.
Yeah, let's just get them over here. Okay.
Our base is under attack.
There we go. Nice and smooth. We played that smart. We did a lot of baiting and things that could have went south really quickly, considering that all the Hapen weapons are basically complete ion cannons. I'm kind of surprised we got away with that, to be honest. But you know, with most of their weapons being ion cannon based, they don't really have a high like damage output. Now, in the next episode, we got to debate on how we're going to approach the situation with Mandalore. This is going to call in a Mandal Motors randomized fleet, meaning we're basically going to need Akbar for this. We've also got the large Pirate Haven, which will call in its own series of escorts. They have a hyper velocity gun, but it isn't that powerful. That's something to keep in mind. Like hyper velocity cannons in this mod, not popular. If we get some stealth units on the planet and maybe take out the hyper velocity cannon, that'd be great. But you know, that's something to keep in consideration for the future. Apes, I'm also going to assume, has a hyper velocity gun too. I don't know how we want to approach this. This is going to be a tough one, but we're in a great spot. Scarif is going to fall very shortly, and then we're going to reroute the fleet to probably make a push on Coughless. Now, this is a smaller space station than what we've done before. They have a lot of Tomahawk escort carriers, which have a lot of anti-starfighter weapons, which basically nullifies our bomber-based tactic right now. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to leave a like on and subscribe to the channel if you are new here. And as always, this has been Jay the Gamer. I will see you in the next video. May the force be with you all. Have a great day. Peace.